Hey everyone, welcome to Secrets Behind the Stars. Settle in, because every twist and whisper is right here in our video. If you enjoy these deep dives into the stories behind the shine, remember to subscribe to Secrets Behind the Stars and share this video so more fans can join the conversation. Tonight's shocker comes from the heart of the entertainment world, and it has sent tremors through the fandom of Gökberk Yıldırım and his longtime partner, Cemre Arda. What started as a murmur online has grown into a wave of claims. Insiders and social media chatter suggest that Gökberk's mother stepped in with a firm ultimatum. According to those close to the situation, she allegedly reached out to Cemre with a stark message that left no room for doubt, a message that essentially told her, in so many words, that she had 7 days to walk away from her son. People close to the couple insist that Gökberk and Cemre have been serious for quite some time, quietly building their bond while juggling busy schedules and constant spotlights. Yet the whispers say the pressure didn't come from strangers or the industry, it came from home. Friends of the family say that Gökberk's mother has long been vocal about her concerns, questioning whether Cemre is a fit match for her son, and encouraging him to rethink the relationship before it becomes permanent. Those in Cemre's circle reveal that she was blindsided when the alleged message arrived. No matter how composed she seems in public, this particular intrusion rattled her, to the point that she reportedly confided in friends late into the night, searching for clarity. As the story began to burn across social platforms, Gökberk chose not to comment. His silence, as always, is being read in 100 different ways. Some interpret it as protecting his private life, others as distance, and a few as a strategy to calm the storm before speaking. Neither Gökberk nor Cemre has offered an official confirmation of the specific wording of the threat, but entertainment reporters and gossip columnists have latched onto the pattern. They say the growing friction between the actor's mother and Cemre's presence has carved a fault line in the relationship, one that may be widening under public scrutiny. Relationship specialists have been quick to weigh in, reminding everyone that even the most glamorous couples aren't immune to the pain of external pressure. Psychologists stress that when family influence turns into ultimatums, it can become deeply corrosive, especially for those whose lives already play out in front of an audience. This kind of tension introduces an element of fear and exhaustion that can chip away at trust if the couple can't find a protected space where they stand together. Behind closed doors, sources say Cemre has been trying to keep her composure. She's said to have told those she trusts that she needs to breathe, think, and not let emotions drive her into decisions she can't take back later. While part of her wants to push back, another part is trying to understand how to respond with strength and dignity. Once the rumor caught spark, social media exploded. The hashtags came fast, with hashtag Cemre Arda climbing trending lists as fans rallied behind her, sending warm messages and urging her to protect herself. At the same time, criticism flooded in toward the idea of a mother issuing an ultimatum in a grown couple's private life. It wasn't just everyday users. Commentators across entertainment pages posted thoughtful, and sometimes scathing, takes on how familial interference can fracture even the most promising relationships. And now the question that nobody can stop asking: what will Cemre do in the face of this alleged deadline? How will Gökberk navigate the divide between the woman he loves and the mother who raised him? Everyone is bracing for statements, for a sign, for a moment that tells us where this love story is heading. New details kept emerging as the hours passed. Friends close to Cemre reportedly confirmed that she stepped back from social media for a few days after the message, choosing silence over reactive posts. They say that while she was shaken, she wasn't impulsive. She was methodical, reflective, carefully sorting through her options instead of letting panic take the wheel. Meanwhile, the broader narrative around Gökberk's family ties has resurfaced. For years, whispers have followed the actor about how closely his family watches his personal life, and how strongly his mother advocates for her vision of his future. Those whispers are now front and center again. People familiar with the dynamic claim that Gökberk's mother has argued that Cemre's lifestyle and career don't align with the life she imagines for her son, and that this belief has been communicated openly within their private circles. Insiders say tensions may be reaching a point where a direct confrontation is inevitable. If lines are being drawn, the fear among those who care for the couple is that misunderstandings, pride, and online noise could push them past the point of no return, even if both hearts are still firmly in it. the conversation hasn't stayed confined to rumor threads. It is everywhere. Fans have been refreshing their feeds for updates, sending love to Cemre, telling her she deserves respect and fairness. High-profile gossip writers have framed the situation as yet another reminder that fame doesn't shield couples from old problems, it magnifies them. As one columnist put it, when family tries to steer a relationship from the outside, the pressure can squeeze until something breaks. Through it all, those in the know say Cemre is trying to do the grown-up thing, take a breath, have the hard conversation with Gökberk, and look for solutions rather than scenes. But even with the best intentions, they both know the test is real. If the ultimatum is as uncompromising as reported, there might be no easy middle ground. Experts continue to speak out, urging couples in the spotlight to put each other first, lean on communication, and create clear boundaries with the outside world. Without a united front, even small conflicts can snowball. With a united front, even big storms can be weathered. There are whispers that in the coming days, both Gökberk and Cemre might share carefully crafted words about where they stand. If they do, those statements could spark fresh debate. Some will praise them, others will poke holes. But either way, the conversation isn't going anywhere. Not yet. Privately, Cemre has not relied solely on friends for guidance. Sources say she also consulted her representative, looking for a measured path through a deeply personal moment lived under glaring lights. The advice she reportedly received was calm and pragmatic. Be careful, don't rush, don't let someone else's fear define your story, and above all, keep your emotional footing. On the other side, watchers who followed Gökberk's journey note that his family's voice has played a role in his life for years. Some claim his mother occasionally uses phrases online that sound like veiled commentary, which fans interpret as subtle digs or warnings. A person familiar with the matter described her as resolute, a woman who wants the best for her son as she sees it, and who is paying close attention to how Cemre responds. Meanwhile, the social media reaction has been impossible to ignore. Posts piled up, support threads multiplied, and #CemreArda gathered thousands upon thousands of interactions as the story dominated timeline after timeline. Public sympathy leaned toward Cemre's grace under pressure, while sharp criticism targeted the idea of an ultimatum at all. Those close to Cemre maintain that she's refusing to be baited by the noise. There's been no direct post from her tackling the allegation head-on. Instead, she's been telling those around her that logic must triumph over the rush of anger and hurt. Demanding that I walk away from the man I love crosses a line, she reportedly confided, and I have to handle this wisely. As for Gökberk, the curiosity around his next move is intense. Fans want to know if he'll publicly defend the relationship, set boundaries with his family, or keep things private until they've had time to make decisions free from public heat. Whatever he chooses, it will signal something significant about the future they're protecting, or postponing. Analysts of celebrity relationships point out that stress like this can act like a hidden fault under a city. You don't see it until it jolts everything around it. Communication becomes the bridge, and if that bridge holds, the rest can be repaired. If it collapses, even the strongest feelings can get lost in the rubble. For now, those invested in the couple's happiness are waiting for clarity, for a gesture, for a sign of unity, for proof that love can outrun pressure. And with every hour that passes, the story grows, as speculation fills the spaces where answers haven't landed yet. More whispers from the entertainment grapevine suggest that the strain isn't brand new. Those in the couple's orbit say that recent months have tested them in quiet ways, with schedules, obligations, and now, this. After receiving the alleged ultimatum, Cemre apparently went quiet on her socials not just for show, but because she needed the time to feel her feet on the ground. Among the words she shared with her closest friends was a reminder to herself. Stay steady, don't let fear turn this into something uglier than it already is. Still, even the calmest hearts can thump louder in the spotlight. The lines between love, family, and public opinion are never simple. But when the doors close and the cameras are off, that's when decisions are made, the kind that truly shape a future. If Gökberk and Cemre can lock hands and face this together, they might come out stronger. If they can't, the noise around them will only grow louder. The central truth is this: you can adore your family and also choose your partner. You can honor your past and still build your own path. That balance is hard in private life, and 1,000 times harder when millions are watching like a jury. Whether that jury cheers or jeers, it doesn't change what the couple has to decide in the quiet moments that belong only to them. In the days ahead, any move, an appearance together, a subtle caption, a shared project, even a carefully worded statement, could reset the narrative. Or it could inflame it. That's the risk. And that's why, for now, all eyes are on their grace under pressure, their restraint, and their ability to talk rather than react. The heart of the matter hasn't shifted. An ultimatum, if real, tries to reduce love to a deadline. Yet the love stories that last rarely obey a clock. They resist pressure by being honest, by naming fears, and by choosing each other when it would be easier to fold. We don't know yet how this chapter will be written. But we do know that the stakes are as high as they've ever been for Gökberk, Yıldırım and Cemre, Arda. And so we wait. Fans wait, commentators wait, even skeptics wait, because this is where a private decision meets public curiosity. In an industry built on big gestures and brighter lights, the most powerful moment might be the quiet one, two people, face to face, deciding what their story becomes next. If you've stayed with us through every turn, thank you for watching Secrets Behind the Stars. For the latest updates, subscribe to Secrets Behind the Stars and share this video with the fans who want the truth behind the whispers. We'll be here, keeping watch, and bringing you the next chapter as soon as it unfolds.